Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. You know what? Today is a good day. Today is a keyboard day. We take a closer look at YUNZII's B75 mechanical gasket mounted keyboard that comes with a knob and also a display. Maybe you remember the AL80 we had on the channel, but that one was one CNC aluminum body thing. This one is more lightweight, and what else is in the box we find out in that video. And as always, it starts with a box. And that's the box. Shiny, not much going on. Let's get this thing out of there. Okay, it's a little bit more. And here we have it. B75 Pro Max. Quick start guide, YUNZII. Makes those cool looking quick start guides. Very appreciated. Another little guide. And here we've got the keyboard, but as always we take a closer look later. First, what else is in the box? So what do we have here? Accessories, let's take a closer look. We have here, okay, something is hiding inside there. What is this? Ah, switches. We can see brown switches we've got here. Quick sound check. All good and nice. What else is in there? Cable, USB A to C. All good. And some fancy decorative keycaps here, see-through as you can see. Black ones. Oh, very shiny. Good looking print. Also the print looks sharp. Also the complete see-through. Oh, this is polished. Here, dust cover. Remove it. Keyboard. Let's get it out of there. First impression. Here we've got the dongle. We have the holy trinity of connectivity, as I call it. 2.4 GHz wired dongle, Bluetooth and wired wire cable. Switch here, so no function shortcuts to remember. Sleek layout. Nothing crazy going on. On the bottom, oh yeah, those dual stands, I love that. So you have two heights to adjust. Simple design, but still not that common, sadly, because I really love to have the possibility to have two possible height options. So yeah, knob, you see also dark the display right beside it. So what are we waiting for? I guess it's time for cleaning up and a sound check. Sounds pretty nice if you ask me, but let's see what is under the hood. And let's pull out some of those pre-looped linear switches and take a look at the gasket structure. Here we can see the plate nicely and you can already make out the gasket mount. And just below that you can also see the sound foam, which makes the whole thing feel even smoother and gives the sound a bit more body. But then let's swap some keycaps, I would say, and as clean and glossy as those see-through caps are, you can already see I've got fingerprints on them, and that's literally 30 minutes after unboxing, so yeah. Then a quick tip for anyone newer to the hobby: even if keycaps have the exact same footprint, that doesn't mean that they sit perfectly everywhere, because these are cherry profile caps, and cherry profile is, let's say, stabbed, getting lower from top to bottom. So you will notice the escape key sits higher than the rest. But that doesn't stop you to do it anyway. So let's make a little croissant out of our escape key before we connect it to our computer. The keyboard, not the escape key. And if you ask yourself why via cable, simple, because of wire, and also firmware updates also work best over cable, so let's switch to wireless later. And here is everything as we are used from those keyboards these days. So you download the JSON file and then you import that design under design in the Wire app, and then you have full control over the layout and also, of course, over those cool RGB effects. But before we dive deeper in the RGB grays, let me tell you that you can freely configure also the smart knob, also the knob on the top. So pretty cool stuff there, but let's dive deeper into the RGB modes. Some of them are clearly labeled, some of them you just have to try out. And yeah, don't be afraid because of the Chinese letters there, so just trust the process. You're just changing the RGB of your keyboard. And because people asked in the past, where do I find those interactive RGB modes? Most of the time they're at the bottom of the list, don't know why, but most of the time just try it out. Try all of them out. Those at the bottom, most of the time, are those with interaction in the keyboard. So you press a button and it lights up accordingly where the button is or something like that. But those RGB effects are quite cool, especially because of the see-through caps, because there you can really light up your hands while typing. So I'm thinking about getting one keyboard solely with see-through caps. Never tried that out. Maybe this is a project for the future. But of course, this keyboard not only has RGB, it also has a display, and you don't find it in the Via app. Yeah, the display. Maybe you remember that I said in the beginning that we had a similar keyboard in the past on this channel, and it also had the display. And in that video, I'm complaining a little bit about the software you have to download on your computer because of really shady website I think they used, and the software itself looked also a little bit shady, just gray, no branding at all. Whatever, that's the past, because now they have a different software that is solely in the browser. But getting there is still a little bit hidden. I mean, if you just click randomly any button you see, then you probably find it, because on the website, on the software, and then on this specific keyboard that supports that display, you find a link, and that link brings you to a completely Chinese website where you have normally no idea that you can do anything there, but I just tried it out. I clicked around like a maniac, and then you can just connect your keyboard, and then you can also change the language to English, and things make a little bit more sense. But yeah, they have a solely web interface now that works great to configure that screen. Now everything runs in the browser. You just have to find it. Sometimes it's called TFT display or something like that, TFT software. Sometimes it's called LCD software. Sometimes they also refer to these displays as OLEDs, so I'm not sure if they are not sure what this thing really is or how to call it. But check out their software section if you get also another keyboard, not just this, and click the links there and trust the process that nothing bad is going to happen. But don't come back to me if something bad is happening. But once that is done, you can customize that display to your liking. You can just display a static image, or the more fun part is just upload an animated GIF to it, so you have some little fun on your keyboard all the time. And switching through it is in the same way as on the other keyboards. Function 8 to 0 brings you in the dedicated modes. So easy to switch, easy to control, and now also easy to set up. And that brings me to my last point. The 8000 mAh battery is rated for 30 days of use, but only if you turn off the RGB and the TFT screen. And since I wanted to get this video done a bit faster, I couldn't actually verify that claim. But what I can tell you is that with the RGB cranked all the way up and a heavy GIF running on the TFT screen, I couldn't even hit the 48 hours YUNZII promises. But honestly, that's not really surprising, and I wouldn't hold it against the keyboard, so all cool there. And that's about it from my side about the YUNZII B75 Pro Ultra. No Ultra, Pro Max. Sometimes it's getting a little bit confusing with all these product names and Pro, Max and Ultras. Whatever. Great keyboard as we are used from YUNZII here. Really lightweight, and if you plan to bring it with you when you're going somewhere or traveling, so this is definitely the better choice than a metal brick to carry around. So some cool stuff. Also those see-through caps that are pre-installed, also that come with the keyboard. Cool stuff if you're a fan of those RGB lighting. Knob, once again, great stuff from YUNZII. Works great, feels great. Does its job. Software also got better. Just communicate it better where we can find that software. This is the only thing I have to complain here. Beside of that, it's a nice keyboard. If you like the sound or if you like the design, that's up to you. I can't tell you that. If you want to find out more about that keyboard, check out the description below. There you'll find all the links you need for that keyboard. Maybe also a discount code, I'm not sure. Just check out the description below. If you have questions more about that keyboard or what's going on in your life, just drop us a comment. If you like that video, give us a thumbs up, follow the channel, and don't forget to hit the bell button so we can talk in the future about keyboards more and more and stuff like that. So I wish you a perfectly beautiful day. Bye bye.